beautiful sunny day and everything seems so peaceful and tranquil, to talk about something that we can't, that everything, when I think about the Holocaust, I just think black and smoke and fire and grey. And here it's just very difficult for us to do this switch back. And if you think about how absolutely evil it was, the bottom pit of evil, you could say, is the murder of children. Because in most normal societies, to murder a child would be taboo. Right? A child is sacred. He's just a little piece of humanity. He's not a communist or a socialist or a right-winger. He's just a little piece of humanity. And you'll see in the museum that there were transports. Transports is when they transported the Jews to the murder camps, death camps they were called. There are children, babies, who were thrown into these trucks, literally babies. I'm staggered by the age of them, 6 months old. You'll see that, because everything, because that's what's chilling, is how meticulous they were. So this is a memorial to the 1.5 million children. And you can't get... In the old museum, do you remember there was just a little shoe, a little pink shoe? And I used to look at this little pink shoe and it meant more to me, I can't explain it, than saying 1.5 million. Because that was just, I could imagine the child that wore that shoe. And I suppose that's the way the museum is built now, that you see something that's so human, little child's pink shoe. Because I can't think 1.5 million children. I just can't get my mind around that. Anyway, the story of this memorial here is that it was towards the end of the war, and the Hungarian Jews were one of the last big transports to Auschwitz. And they didn't really know what was happening. People didn't really know what was going on. And this particular family got off the train or truck. I think it wasn't so terrifying. They still hadn't grasped what was going on. And there were 3 generations, the grandparents, the parents, and the children. And they said to the parents, give the child to the grandparents. Because obviously the parents, I presume, were more fit. They were going to be put to work. And the baby and the grandparents were going straight to the gas chamber. And they didn't realize what was happening. And it was too late. Well, not that they could have done anything anyway. Of course, they never saw the little boy again. His name was Uriel. And the parents survived the Holocaust. They were the only 2. They reached America. And they erected a memorial here, the generation of Abraham and Edith Spiegel of Beverly Hills, California. They wanted to make a memorial to their son, but Yad Vashem said, we don't do it to individual people, so they made this memorial to their son. And when you go inside, it's very, very dark. But there are little dots of light all around you from candles that you see multiplied to infinity with mirrors. It's like looking at a starry sky. And the lights go on forever, don't they? I always think that it's like the souls of those children. They say a candle to the Lord is the soul of a human being. That's from Proverbs, and that's written just above the entrance there in Hebrew. So these are the souls not only of the children who perished, but all the generations who came after, because they weren't going to have any children, because that was like cutting off the whole generation. They say that 9 out of 10 children, Jewish children, perished in the Holocaust. And up there you see those cut-off columns. Those are the lives that were cut off. So when we go inside at start, we'll move very, very slowly. Just follow me and listen to the names. They call out the names of those children, one after the other. You'll hear the name, the age of the child, and the country from where they came. Abraham was told, your children will be like the stars in the firmament. And you'll hear the names, you'll see those little souls twinkling. And all we can do, I try when I go through is I try to remember the name of a child. You know, this is a place where we give people names. We remember they were here. There were people, they lived. So remember a name just as you come out. Remember the name of one child.